Yep. Equip. ¿Se escucha? ¿Sí? Ok, ya tenemos imagen. Estamos como sobreiluminados por alguna extraña razón, porque lo tengo en el mínimo, pero bueno. Es lo que hay. El juego está corriendo. Aquí para ver si me hablan. Y Alvarito, ¿todo bien? Ahora jugamos un rato COD. Listo. El juego que no me deja jugar con control por alguna extraña razón. Ahora me sale el chat del otro lado. Bueno, no importa. A ver en qué quedamos la última vez. Y ya hoy se acaba. Porque se acaba. Episodio 5. Cry Wolf.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Nope. No he comido, tenía hambre. Ahora sí.
Holly's sister.
Lily. Todavía no tengo claro por qué las mataron. Creo que fue como...
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Fue Snow White.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
Oh God, Bigby!
El juego casi no se escucha.
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the omen.
Pausa. Vamos a ver. Tal vez lo pueda subir aquí. Audio. Nope. No cambian nada ahí. Vamos a ver si aquí se escucha. Subámosle un poquito. Creo que es aquí donde debería escucharse. Ahí un poco más fuerte. Alan Wake. A mí me gusta Alan Wake. Yo lo empecé. Debería seguirlo, sí, yo sé. Pero me pareció chiva. Yo le habían dado con Game Pass.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man,
Ambos estaban bien el sonido.
bring him back alive. He has to
Están
stay
vacilando.
trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Pero sí lo voy a bajar al mío porque yo lo escucho demasiado fuerte. Param. Todavía dice Cyberpunk, ya se quitó. Porque me ha costado cambiarlo. Lo cambio y el mae solito se vuelve a poner. Yo estoy cocinando y oía bien. Ay, qué dichoso, mae. Yo ahora voy a comer atún. Que no me cociné nada. Estuve todo el rato pintando y después descansé un rato y después esto.
You've come a long way.
Ahora el juego suena demasiado fuerte.
You must be tired.
Si hablo más duro. No sé.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Es más, si me cae mal.
Please, Sheriff.
Es otro de esos personajes que me gustaría
relax
matar.
for a moment,
Digo,
will you?
ubicar.
Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So
Vamos a
don't
ver si
waste your
es cierto.
silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency,
Eso se llama
why
Jersey,
don't
el
you
mae.
tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What
Qué
the
raro
hell
el ojo
do
de ese
you
mae.
think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder? What
This is
would
no
you
game.
call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
Who
A
would
ver,
try to
dígame,
pull
¿quién?
that on you?
Oh, I don't know. Fables with a grudge. People want a stake in my shops and services. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I
La voz de ese man se me hace familiar.
take it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
No, señor.
I already know
Nada
who
de
did
eso.
it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes?
¿Por qué tengo que responderle nada?
A couple of days for you. Perhaps you've become somewhat unscrewed.
It was Mary.
No, Sheriff. I'm afraid you're mistaken. I have complete respect for you and your job, I really do, but I'm sorry. I simply can't divulge the transgressor. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
¿Qué quiere? ¿Que le haga lo mismo que a su
The
hermano?
man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
Or what? You're gonna kill me too? Well, go ahead. You think I give a shit anymore? After what you did?
That's enough. I was hoping it would.
Eso tuvo como un delay.
But in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you
¿Por qué
want.
está creyendo de una vez?
Sit down now.
Que todo bien.
I killed him, so what?
Tema, es un inicio de año. Ahí, me.
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it?
Tranquilo, el
Why kill
suyo,
them?
¿qué? ¿Cómo va todo? La gente.
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want
Oh.
to know what's right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
you
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is
Ya
right,
sabe.
bollocks this.
Pero no puedo decir nada.
You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie, Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
No deals. It's over, so get up.
I'd advise against that approach, Bigby.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you
Mato hecho
people?
mierda.
You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get the
are?
fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake.
Se me va a volver algo raro.
But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
I'm not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Porque ya está en el espejo. Qué práctico. No conozco muy bien la historia, la leyenda de esta madre. Yo como Quagmire. ¿De qué le pasó? Son como muchos.
Over here!
¿Qué putas?
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Ahí se fue el otro. Ah, odio que me hagan hacer esto. Si un control es complicado. Chao, Georgie. De por sí nunca me gustó. Sí, aquí ahora matando a todos.
This way.
Chao. ¿De dónde nos fuimos a meter? Sí, 3 veces el nombre y la mapa aparece frente a... ¡Ah! No vi que lo dijeran 3 veces. Creo que puede salir cuando quiera. Pero tengo que esquivar. Ay, no. Creo que es más seguro por arriba. ¿Y ese timer qué? Todo el mundo viendo el lobo para salirse a la par. Como odio los quick time events. Es lo único que no me gusta de este tipo de juegos.
What was that?
Ay, ese era el Mae. Yo no vi que fueran los 2 carros, solo vi uno. Pero probablemente en el Mae no voy a poder detenerlo de una vez, así que no importa. Digo yo. Quedémonos con lo que hay. Me va a tratar de atropellar. No, no. Ah, sí.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Solo me dieron esas dos opciones. ¿Se metieron?
Come on.
Vámonos para el nightclub del mae. Infección, me toca esperar a que se me baje a visitar al dentista. Qué madre, mae. Le mandaron antibióticos, me imagino. Estoy revisando el carro. Yo pensé que iba a revisar por la puerta, no por el frente. Esta es la sangre de este otro mae porque lo apuñalaron.
Holy shit.
Ya no perdamos el tiempo, vamos para adentro. Los vacilones que tienen ropa otra vez.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay. How can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault.
Georgie puede decirnos todo. Más se va a sentir traicionado.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh. Crooked Man's the one you want.
Obviamente.
But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say your goodbyes first.
Un poquito de silencio, llega muy lejos.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too?
Literalmente.
You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck?
¿Por qué? Hable. Hable antes de que se muera.
So... You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Sí, suelte, de una vez, se está muriendo, suelte antes de que se muera.
Tried to pull a run on us, and as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means?
Estos días con esa madre tragando pastillas, sí, esa hora es toda fuerte.
So I fucking killed him, and I'd do it again. Cause
Así
it's
para
not my
golpearlo.
fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and kill
El
me
otro
then.
más está detrás de la vara, pero este más no se
It
detuvo.
won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done,
Se
right?
mató.
George is the
What?
bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you.
What are you
Hable. Yo quiero saber todo
This
ya.
is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
Promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers.
No, yo sé que
spell's
tengo un
broken.
beso ahí.
They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
How could you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course
No.
I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway.
Se nos tiene la línea
This was supposed to
por
be
encima de
our
los dientes.
place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us.
Porque le hicieron el lip sync, pero
Use us.
encima le
That
hicieron
was
el
the
otro.
point. Then the crooked man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead.
Deberían ser roles de los dos.
Kill her then.
What are you
What?
doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it!
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you?
Ella tiene
My
culpa
life
ahí.
is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking stuff.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them.
Vivian.
I look
¿Quién es
at
Vivian?
Melissa, and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
Ciao.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't.
Finish her.
Vivian.
Whoa, my.
No.
Whoa.
Fuck. No, 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 no. Why
Pues eso libera a Nerissa, ¿no?
Vivian? Vivian. Shit.
Damn it!
Pero bueno, ella pagó.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Pagó por decisión propia. Pay.
Oh, fuck!
Get up.
Y my. Quería más sucia.
Don't think so, Bigby.
No, la Nieves está viva.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him.
Yo sí.
Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, alright?
Algo sonó.
We both know how this ends.
Marito.
Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
No, my.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Sí, new follower fue Marito. Hola.
I can't do it, Georgie. I can't take another life.
You selfish bastard.
Igual el mae merece
Fuck
sufrir.
you! Piece of shit.
Yo creo que mucha gente lo mató, pero no, tampoco. Bueno, tengo un carro ahí que puedo usar. ¿O no? Bueno, ahí se cerró esa parte. Falta cerrar la otra parte. Por fin me van a dejar matar a Bloody Mary, ¿o no? Se supone que no quiero matar más gente, pero es así. Sí. Es despreciable. Es el carro de este mae. Ahora una limusina. Qué extraño, no se ha comunicado en ningún momento con Snow White. Bueno, que caminaba rápido. Estos controles con teclados son un poco difíciles. Ahí está. Ahí está, ahora sí. Ya encontré donde era que caminaba más rápido. Sí. Hola. Vamos bien. Ya descubrimos que Georgie fue el que las mató, pero por petición del Crooked Man. Y Vivian, que era la del lacito, es la que les había puesto el lazo a las demás. Entonces ella se lo quitó y se murió ella. Pero se supone que eso libera a Nerissa, que es la sirenita. Bueno, y Georgie se murió porque lo apuñalaron. Yo lo dejé morir, que me da la opción de matarlo de una vez o dejarlo morir. Entonces yo lo dejé sufrir. Y ya. Lástima porque esta gente estaba haciendo un segundo de estos.
The big bad wolf.
Hay tantos obstáculos.
You used to be something. They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies were.
Claro, el Crooked Man, ¿no? El símbolo. Lo malo de esas cámaras fijas, que no se mueve todo el robot. Que es donde hacen las balas de plata. Ahí resumen. Y aquí estamos buscando al Crooked Man.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow.
Qué inútil.
What a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
No me moví. Hay espejos aquí, qué raro. No pude investigar más cosas. Yo quería ver las otras cosas que estaban ahí. Pero apenas vi las balas, la madre se vino. Yo pensé que era como ver, no oír. Igual está arriba. Ok, no me dejan ir para otro lado, entonces pasemos por ahí. Ay. Pero estoy cubriendo.
Where are you?
Más no se lo va a decir. Mire qué fea. Ah, son los pedazos de espejo. Au. Bueno, ya se volvió lobo lobo. La verdad es que no tenga la pistola con balas de plata. Probablemente la va a tener el otro mae. ¿Qué me suena? Esa no es. Vamos a pelear con todas. Pero yo les escribo, igual me pegan. Se vuelve el lobo lobo. Sí, se vuelve el lobo lobo. Qué bien. Tome. Sí, la que estoy yendo, agarra lo que estoy yendo, esa es. Ah, no era tampoco. Diablos. ¿Cuántas son? Va a soplar. Sí, qué bien. Soplaré. Chao. Ahí está. Muy bien. Por fin. Decía yo que era raro que el mano se volvía lobo. No, hasta ahora se convirtió completamente. Es la primera vez. ¿Qué hubo? Me tiene la pistola.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Más un manipulador.
About that. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that.
Solo los mandó a matar.
There is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
No está haciendo algo.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
Nope.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Eso había que hacerlo, mínimo.
You're under arrest. You'll be be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ya se pegó. No, mal, mal, mal. ¿Por qué se pegó? Ya se despegó.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could you?
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This? You should be
A ver
ashamed.
con qué sale el mae.
Everyone,
Pues siempre
can
soy
I
como
have your
elocuente para
attention?
hablar.
Thank you all for coming here on such short notice.
Ya volví, okay.
I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy.
Georgie Porgy.
Not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't worry about it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby
No.
executed him.
En realidad no.
What?
Dead.
Bigby no lo
So
mató.
you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That doesn't
need for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Got it. Y ni siquiera se volvió.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community,
Extorsión,
including the
un
attempted
montón de
murder of
basura.
Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
Twice.
Understanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And for being a condescending prick.
Tenía que meterlo.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute.
Quiero ver
Want
qué más
a chance
dice.
to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking
¿Qué es el
belongs.
witching well?
Let's get on
But we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend
Un montón
yourself.
de cosas de cuentos que no
and I
conozco.
won't rob you of that right.
What the
You
fuck?
really want
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is
¿Por
ridiculous.
qué lo soltó? No necesita estar con las manos libres para hablar.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or
Georgie
what?
Porgy.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so long?
What cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity from you. I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
No es cierto.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act
Eso fue
like
apenas para mí.
tyrant. When your government abandoned you,
Muy chido.
left you poor and helpless,
Au.
sniveling on
Casi yo pude haberlo matado antes de llegar aquí, yo creo. Me hubiera perdido toda esta hablada. No.
Yes, but
wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway.
¿Y por qué lo dejó?
Nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living. Provide
Ah, bueno, ahora el mae es un gran filántropo.
For the longest time, not much. But they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes.
Tengo que ver qué pasa si uno al mae lo mata o lo trata de matar. No sé si uno si lo mata.
I truly want what's best for this town.
Entonces sí, creo que me están
That
hablando.
may not always be clear.
El dorama. Ya, ahora sí.
Right away.
Sí.
But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
A ella sí le importa. El otro mae, Crane, él que era un mugroso.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection, No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now.
El Torama.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Ahí se ve. Va al pozo. Este man ni habló.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded.
No es cierto.
The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. You just shut the fuck up already.
It's okay. Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
Now, don't make him a murderer, for fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten.
No lo traté mal y ni siquiera fui yo el que le pegó.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Ah, sí.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened.
Pero todo lo demás sí lo
George,
ordenó.
Faith and Lily. End of story.
Chao.
They want to
Ya tíralo de una al pozo, no pierda el tiempo. Ya vimos lo que tenía que decir.
To answer for their own crimes.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on
Me encanta que el más se hace ver como un filántropo.
Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
No.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
Mande.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was
afraid to come here.
Porque se iba a morir si se quitaba esa vara y no lo dejaban por el
You
hechizo.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear.
No le importa a nadie.
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always
Pero
him.
en The Crowd. Ah, no, ya viste que
He would
tenía
never
como
done
un
anything without his
defecto.
say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say
Ah, bueno,
it.
había más.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Pa'l pozo.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Ya fue.
Done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
Yo le hubiera
listen
tirado
up.
encima del pozo ya.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote? We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you
Sí.
really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
Así no funciona, pero
Guess it does.
si escogen eso, yo escojo y el
Are you
mapa para el
sure?
pozo.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Son más demasiado nasty. Tiene demasiada lengua.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Chao.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment.
Man, no hizo nada.
Of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
Pero ¿por qué me hacen tanto? Chao.
I won't.
Eso es lo que iba a hacer desde un principio.
And Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Esa necia. El Wishing Well es una historia de un pueblo que trató de estafar a los viajeros pretendiendo que el pozo era mágico. Pero los que tiraran dinero al final los descubren y tiran al pozo a la pareja que planeó todo. Tenía que tirarlo. Es historia. Buen sociópata, sí, el mae es buen sociópata. Era buen sociópata.
Hey, Sheriff.
Y vivieron felices para siempre.
Are you gonna come see the truck off?
Ah, mira.
We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Fijo no, porque creo que iban a hacer un segundo de estos juegos y creo que no lo pudieron hacer.
This fucking line.
Ese mae es Jimmy Olsen. No sé quién es, y la otra tampoco. Todos los demás sí los conozco.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
¿Quién es Flycatcher?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Yo pensé que ya terminaba. Otra vez este mae. Bueno, lo que venía sería un cerdo con un six-pack de birras. Sin una. Yellow Brick Roadhouse.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal.
Van a mandar para la granja.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh?
Sí,
you
eso no
promised
lo
me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Los
The
bichillos.
willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
Lo que no sé es dónde queda la granja.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you.
Es como un lugar mágico esos.
Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, I'm some of the animals aren't comfortable. So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Van a irse en el cajón.
Goodbye.
Todos vistosos.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Sí, yo no sé por qué Colin no lo mandan. Todos miserables con la lluvia y todo. Porque anda todavía el lazo.
Hi.
Hi.
La risa de Bigby siempre parece como que le cuesta.
Oh, yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
A veces la gente no puede sola.
I came here because I have to tell you something.
¿Qué fue?
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Mentí.
I'm not sure where to start.
Mentí, yo las maté.
Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Ellos vivían un puro miedo.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
No soy bueno para esto. Pero lloré inmediato.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
No voy a decir nada.
I know he
se quede con su idea.
I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night...
Wilma tampoco lo negó lo que ella dijo.
I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
Qué feo andar con la cabeza de un amigo.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just...
Todo super sad, digamos.
Like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Narissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we
Sí, de hecho,
stand.
ya no sé en qué quedó la vara con esa gente.
Just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was.
So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left fate at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place.
Me llama la atención que todavía me están poniendo que fulanito va a recordar esto, o que ya está como en el final. Me imagino que el segundo cargaba del save de este.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Bien quedó. Ve, yo sabía que lo iban a matar. Pero no merecía que yo lo matara. La mayoría de la gente escogió eso. Ok, una tercera parte lo tiramos al pozo, más o menos. Los demás, supongo que le arrancaron la cabeza y los otros, no sé. ¿Cómo no le iba a aceptar el regalo? O sea, la playa. Ajá, vacilón. Bueno, ahí quedamos. Estuvo chido, estuvo muy cool. Lo único que no me gusta es que ya no sé qué va a pasar, porque todo quedó como en continuará y ya, porque el estudio desapareció. Sé que los derechos los había comprado otra gente y habían contratado a algunos de los mismos que trabajaban en estos juegos, pero no sé si van a retomar esta IP o qué, porque sé que los más están con la idea de continuar The Walking Dead, pero no sé si este. Y lo terminamos justo antes de volver a trabajar. Bueno, los que estábamos en vacaciones, los demás de ahí pues no están trabajando. Pero no sé, ¿qué les pareció? A mí me gustó. Lástima así que quedó como en pseudo continuará. Beauty. Otros stats. Colin. No sé cómo le ayudé a Colin a evitar lo de la granja. No me acuerdo de haberlo hecho. Solo una vez le dije que iba a ver qué podía hacer. Pero también le dije lo mismo a Toad y no pude hacer nada. Se murió. Sí, y es que en estos juegos todas estas decisiones se quedan para el siguiente también. Cuatro muertos. Greenleaf. No podía no interrumpirlo. Traté de quitar el coso 2 veces. Qué extraño que este es como super nada. Tiny Team TJ. Sí, yo traté de ayudarle, pero Snow no le dio la gana y lo mandó el carajo. Pero bueno, detuvimos al Crooked Man. Y Georgie, que me caía tan mal. Yo lo odiaba a Georgie. Ok. Ahora sí. Creo que el martes comienzo Witcher 2. Porque es más corto que Mass Effect. Aunque quiero más jugar Mass Effect. Pero para ponerme al día, para cuando salga Witcher 3 edición bonita. Entonces, ese es el plan. Y para comenzar algo nuevo. Este me pareció chido. ¿Qué es eso? Hay una explicación del final. ¿De Que Nerissa es Fate. Sí, es que eso fue como lo que me pareció un poco. Pero entonces, ¿de quién sería la cabeza? Sí, es un final extraño. Lástima porque ahora, no sé, nunca vamos a saber qué pasa después. Pero igual yo le di seguirla, entonces si sale alguna vez una segunda parte, va a continuar desde ahí. Ahora lo leo. Sí, la verdadera Nerissa se hacía ver como Faith. O sea, le hicieron ver como Faith. Puede ser. Porque Georgie se habló de matar a 2. Igual mataron a 2. O sea, toda esa vara sí pasó. Pero eso está extraño. Qué mal quedar a medias. Y bueno, dejémoslo ahí. Vamos a comer. Y nos vemos el martes. Con probablemente Witcher 2. Antes de empezar Witcher 2 vamos a ver como un resumen del 1. Y yo para ponernos al día con lo que pasaba en el 1, porque es que el 1 era como un poquito difícil de jugar en vivo y así. No es un juego como para estarlo jugando, es medio lento, medio extraño y medio raro de jugar. No es ni bonito de ver. Entonces vamos a ver como el resumen para empezar el 2. Tengo que comprarme... no, yo los tengo, ya los puedo leer. Pero yo creo que no tienen al final ninguna relación con la historia de esto. Igual las portadas están muy chidas. Continuar. Ya quedó el save ahí. Y en los extras pues salieron un montón de cositas. Me faltaron varios. Supongo que dependiendo de las rutas que tomara, me daban esos. No sé quién es. Ya, el más que se murió, el príncipe. Pero bueno, ya. Seguimos el martes, jueves y domingo probablemente. Creo que va a mantener el mismo horario, tipo 8. Pura vida. Espero que les haya gustado, estuvo divertido. Y buenas noches. Chao.